Welcome back, welcome back. How's it going? Zero Man, King Tomato Head. First of all, let me know how the sound is. I got the AC on in the back, literally right behind me, and I turned down my mic volume, so just let me know. I can change stuff up as we go. Today we're going to be trying to do ranked seasons, except with analog hitting. So we're gonna see how that goes, because usually it's a little bit tougher, but maybe with like immortals and stuff like that it might be a little bit easier. And where's my mouse? There it is. Just fixing up some thumbnails and stuff. How's your guys' weekend? Alright, here we go. Saving that, closing that. World Series Climb Challenge Mode. Ready to go. All good, good. My weekend, it was good. Going on vacation in 2 days, nice. Let's see, let's regenerate this lineup. Who do I want in here? Saberhagen can come out. What's up, Radamis? Ooh, chat's popping today. Packed Diamond Nolan? Nice. That's as good as it gets. What kind of pack was it? Just a regular pack? My weekend was good. What did I do? I was back home at my parents' house, and I had a barbecue yesterday, so that was pretty fun. Is he gonna go up? Oh, because of ratings. Interesting. Too late for that. Got a bunch of golds in my bullpen now. Some of these guys have got to go. Dude, Hoffman's been trash for me. Spent 1K stubs on the back. There you go. But the question is, how many stubs have you spent on packs in the entire year before you got the diamond? I need a better rotation. I mean, I got diamonds. Well, the thing is, shields and Latos are just so good for me. He's got a 280, 277. Those are against like World Series players. Bob Gibson needs it to go, but I need to get his strikeouts. Jack Morris has been meh. Don Sutton's pretty good. How's Brett Saberhagen? He's been a 1.71. It's pretty much all online, I think. Why don't I use Saberhagen? Because I like Latos and Shields, and I'm trying to do the Gibson mission. I guess I could put him in for Jack Morris. I could do that, but let's do that for now. I need a better bullpen, that's for sure, but Drew Storen's been really good. Ozuna's been pretty good, 245. Axford trash, he's not coming in. Where's my closers? Iglesias has been okay. Who else we got? Alex Wood. That's probably what I'm going to roll with for now. 30K on packs, okay, not too bad. Ozuna is tough. The only time people hit him is if you throw his cutter. Alright, let me know. Stargell's coming in. Gary Carter's coming out. Billy Williams on my bench. Victor Robles on my bench as well. LeMahieu does not need to be here. And who am I missing? Is that it? Let's move these guys around a little bit. Stargell's going to come in and play for me today. Bench does not need to be here. Schneider. Nashik Batanzas hater. You do better with worse pitchers. Hello, Dan. Welcome back. Jake McGee's been pretty good for me, actually. So I like keeping him in there. Is he in there for me? Yeah. So yeah, .80 ERA. A lot of that's been on offline, but a lot of it has been online as well. Chapman, he's just expensive is all. I'm going to see, I want to do all the exchanges first. Because you guys know, I've been in World Series with this bullpen. So the question is this bullpen enough to get me to like 1,000 or 1,100? Up until that point, I'm going to keep the bullpen that I have just so that I can save some stubs, do all the immortal exchanges that I want to do, and then I'm going to go back and definitely, Chapman's definitely on the list. I don't know about Neshek. He's kind of cheese, although I already have Alex Wood in my bullpen, who's just basically a lefty Neshek, and that's kind of cheese as well, but he's too good for me to take out. Hader, let's see. I did pick up Hader yesterday for... Are you talking Hader for the Player of the Month? Because his control's not very good. Oh man, both of them in the same one. That would have been crazy if you got one of them. Basically a 1 in 4 chance to get one of the two. Both, okay. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't used Hader too much yet. But yeah, of course, the Player of the Month. It's expensive as well. We'll have to see, though. We'll have to see. Because Wood's been really good and Jake McGee's been really good. Those are the two lefties I need. My problem is the back end, right? So, like, the front end guys have been pretty decent. Like, this Drew Storen card, 129. A lot of it's online. Hader's the ace of the bullpen. Better fastball and changeup. Why isn't he diamond? He could be pretty soon. I don't know how he's doing recently, but it's just the body of work. It's going to take a little bit longer. Gotcha. Rysel has been okay. He's been 319, but he's got a sinker. Like, all these guys have sinkers, and sinkers are just so good. But the back end for me has been the problem. Trevor Hoffman, he's been pretty bad. He's only got a 288. But let me see if I can see how many home runs he's given up, because it's been a lot. 13 home runs. He's given up 13 home runs in 75 innings, 72 innings. So a lot of that's been online. He's blown a lot of saves. Let's see if there's a blown save statistic somewhere. Probably passed it. Save streak is 0. 5 blown saves. And at least 4 of them were online. Can't pitch at all anymore. Did you switch back to pure analog or back to meter, Alex? Carlos Carrasco diamond at one point. I think you're right. There was definitely an Indians pitcher who dropped from being diamond. Let's see what this lineup looks like. Duke Schneider in left field. Victor Robles at second base. What's up, Flatwoods? Are you an Indians fan, Zero Man? I like having this Frank Thomas on the bench because he can hit righties as well, even though he's a right-handed hitter, as well as Johnny Bench. And I had some weak righties on the bench before. But we're gonna jump into a ranked seasons game, and we're gonna play on analog. We're gonna play Flick, challenge mode. The Reds, but you do like the Indians. Interesting. I guess they're in different leagues. Whew. Let's see how this goes. Let me know. I keep moving away from my mic a little bit, and the AC's on in the back. I know, so you guys said it was fine. Just let me know if you need me to speak up or turn up the mic, and we can see. I like the White Sox. I'm from Chicago, so White Sox are my team. Somewhere between 481 and 1048. That's like 90% of players. Turn it up. AC, yeah. I mean, it's the same kind of AC unit we had in the last place, but I just don't want it to be too loud. All right, I'm gonna turn it up 1 notch and see how it goes. Alright, how's this? I only turned it up one point. Got this Lace Host card. He's got some immortals. He's got Mike Trout betting 7th. That's one heck of a lineup. Yeah, it's been disappointing. They're on a 5-game win streak, which is good. Why does this guy want to friendly quit, man? Oh, whatever. Oh, I meant to accept it. That's my bad. Let me change the settings to analog. Yeah, they were supposed to compete for a wild card, but their pitching is just so bad. Their offense is like average, slightly below average, but their pitching has just been horrible, especially the bullpen. The starting pitchers have been sporadic. Better as of late, but still not great. But hopefully next couple of years it'll just be a matter of, like, I don't know, picking up some good bullpen guys. They might end up trading probably mid-season if we're competing. They might end up trading some of the prospects, not the big ones, but they have like a lot of random prospects that are starting to get good. And those guys they might trade for some bullpen pieces. Immortal Piazza and Chipper, not wanting to grind. Just wanted Gibson. I'm still 200 strikeouts away from Gibson, and then I need like whatever 15 complete games or something. Everything about the Mets is questionable. They keep letting their best guys get injured. I don't know. Their training staff has been weird. They totally screwed up Matt Harvey. Same with the Reds. They've been inconsistent with pitching. True. Oh, we got 15 of the, or 7 of the complete games. That's good. I'm at 0 because I've been grinding the Bell stats. So as soon as I finish those, I'll be able to just grind pitching stats. And then I'm also trying to do holds for Billy Wagner. So that's taking a while as well. You guys gave up what, Mesoraco? Was it straight up 1-for-1, or was there like prospects involved as well? Yeah, the White Sox played the Reds, and for some reason we got crushed as well. 1-for-1, okay, not bad. Yeah, it just ended up being like a parting of ways for necessity. Mesoraco should be a silver. Did he get good again? I picked him up for on fantasy after the trade, and he did really well. Like the second game or something, he had just a monster game. That's not good. That was a stupid pitch. I don't know why I threw that. Was not thinking. So I picked up Mesoraco for a few days, and then I dropped him pretty soon after that. But I probably should have kept him. What? Not a good start. Should have accepted the friendly quit. Talking about his silver? Okay. Wait, what? Yeah, I know. I know what you're talking about. But his, if you guys have used his gold card, dude, that's such a nice card. I haven't used it online or anything like that, but when I was grinding for catchers for Piazza, that was insane. He was hitting everything. Not pitching well today. I had to switch back to my other monitor. That's why we're doing oh man, too many fastballs. Pitching stupid today. Pitching stupid. True, Tucker Barnhart's been great. Did he get ejected the other night? Boy. Yeah, so I'm back on the other monitor, which is why we're doing challenge mode today. Because sometimes I can't hit with zone on this monitor anyway, so I figured, why not have some fun? I was thinking, as long as my pitching's good enough, we'll be able to compete, but apparently that's not the case either. That's all you need. You just need to face Immortal Piazza, and he's going to ground into a double play. We got our work cut out for us on this one. Let's do a little mound visit. I don't know if it's going to help. Yeah, that helped. This dude's about to bat around. If I walk this guy, then I better walk Trout. Just face the pitcher. Five home runs in BR. Yeah, but you're facing like bronze pitching, which is the difference, I think. Because bronze pitching with low energy, those guys are just gonna end up throwing meatballs, and Immortal Piazza can only hit those meatballs. How do I know which pitchers I'm confident on? Oh, I thought. Never mind. Let's see. I mean, it just depends. I have to try them out, of course, first. I've been talking recently about dudes with two-seamers and, like, sinkers and stuff. Oh, pitches. So the little blue bar. So you see each pitch, right, has a little blue circle around each of them. That tells you how confident the pitcher is in that pitch. Yeah, actually, I was trying to accept the friendly quit, and then I accidentally hit circle instead of square. And now I can't pitch. Oh my goodness. Whew. Let's see what we can do here. Let's just get one run, get some confidence back up. Man, analog is not working. Favorite stadium in the game? Great American Ballpark, actually. That's my go-to. I don't know about aesthetically. Maybe not. I mean, aesthetically I like Guaranteed Rate. That's my home ballpark anyway. But in this game, I have a lot of success at Great American. Off the plate, ball one. So that's my home field. Favorite is Fenway. Good choice. Real life or in the game? Because in this game, like in previous years, it hasn't been quite as weird. But the way that the ball is playing off caroms off the wall this year, Fenway ends up being a little bit of cheese. Of course, it's back and forth. Like it's a level playing field because both teams are have to deal with it. So it's an even playing field, but it's just kind of annoying. Old Atlanta. That's good. That was one of my least favorite last year. I don't remember why. It had something to do with like some kind of conquest grind, and I always got stuck there or something like that. There's a pitch. Yeah, it's my first inning pitching in like all day, so just getting back into it. Gotta throw some better pitches on the corners. Gotta throw some better pitches on the corners, man. Goodness. I hate playing good players on All-Star. I don't mind playing them on Hall of Fame because I can usually outpitch them, but on All-Star, good players are hitting everything. Why'd you pick the Marlins? He could have crushed that ball. Old Miami is so annoying to play in, man. So annoying. It's got weird angles all over the place. Please catch this ball. You're a bum. There's got to be a different animation because he went up for like the home run robbery animation. So I'm wondering if there's another kind of jump animation that you have to do to get those in-between balls, the ones that are going to hit off the wall, but you still have to jump for it. I may not have had to jump for that one, but I felt like I did. I was probably wrong. 5-0, what? Man. Let's see if this guy is cheese. I'm gonna rage. You like their old jerseys, okay. That's cool. I like people that put detail into their jerseys. Like this guy has a pretty nice jersey. There's another dude I played on stream like probably a month ago. He had like the nicest jerseys I've ever seen. You guys were there that day. I was like obsessed with those jerseys. I couldn't get my eyes off of them. Okay, yeah. Giving up a lot of home runs, then you play in a big ballpark. That helps too. That's what I do when I'm not pitching well. That's why I don't like playing in Coors, because I hit a lot of home runs, but I also give up a lot of home runs there. For some reason, I don't give up as many home runs in Great American. I can't even describe them. It was like, there was like a red-orange kind of like fire theme, but like the logo was just so poppin', and I don't know, it was just really nice. The one thing about this guy's jerseys is that they're all white, and even my home jerseys I wasn't able to do all white because it feels weird. I think the only way you can pull off all white jerseys is like what this guy did, is that you have to have a big oh boy, we're gonna have to put up some big numbers. Can I get rid of analog hitting for the next inning or so? Alright, after 5 innings, if I don't have anything going and if I don't get mercied, then I'm gonna go to analog hitting, or zone hitting. I've had decent timing. I'm okay with that, but oh, that's not bad. That's off the plate. Up to 566, not bad. What's your record? Like 7-5? It's basically what my record is. Actually, it's gonna be better than my record after this game, because after this game I'm going to be 5-4. Alright, we're gonna burn some bullpen today. classic for pitching. Someone else was saying that too. Who was it? Please get through. Don't get impatient. He's been throwing hangers though. That was 100 miles an hour off the bat. Nah, my pitching's fine. My ERA last season was like 2.7. This is an aberration. Whenever I switch to this monitor as well, either my hitting is going to get crappy or my pitching is going to get crappy. There's a difference between the input lags between these two monitors, so it just takes me a game to adjust. You know, it'd be interesting if I lose all my games, go all the way back down to 0, and then have to climb all the way back to World Series. That would be fun. That would also be a waste of time, but... I always try analog pitching, and then I get frustrated, and then I go back to meter. Same with all these other hitting interfaces. Like, I always try to do other stuff. I always mess around with them, play a few online games, practice a little bit. But I always go back to my original settings, and I'm like, wow, this is much more comfortable for me. What we're gonna see. I wanted to see like if Immortals would help me hit those pitches right there with analog or directional, but apparently not. Shortstop Cal Ripken got so much range. I want to see if it can help Piazza as well. Let's see what happens here. Nope. He's just been throwing meatballs too. Alright, next inning I'm going back to zone. I'm changing the title of this stream. Like, it wasn't even competitive, man. I thought maybe it would be like competitive. I would still lose, but I'd score a few runs on like hanging pitches like those. But if I can't even hit those hanging pitches with decent timing, what's the point? Can't pitch with analog. It's supposed to be easy. Yeah, I don't know if it's supposed to be easy. It's just supposed to be more rewarding and give you more control. But yeah, it is supposed to be the best. I don't know if it's supposed to be easy. I want to hear your guys' thoughts on how online play should be changed, or if it's good. Because you know, SDS wants to go like esports and make it a really big time competitive game, but there's just too much RNG. I think there's only so much strategy involved and so much hitting needs to be easier for new players. They have beginner mode. I think that's what they kind of tried to work on. And they decreased fastball speed. The thing is, like, a lot of new players will jump in the game and then they'll ask people for advice, like, what can I do to hit better? like maybe they're a casual gamer or something, and they haven't played baseball games before or something. So they go and ask people like, what's the best to do, and they'll all tell them zone, right? Because zone is undeniably the best interface for hitting this year and in general. But for new players, zone is not that easy. There's a lot of mechanical skill that is involved with zone. So if you're a new player that someone tells you to go on zone, yes, it's going to be hard. But I think like directional, if you're playing offline especially, then you have just the timing and buttons. Like those kind of settings are there for new players to try and get into the game. So I don't think that's as much of a problem as it could be. And there's a lot of different settings, a lot of sliders that you can use, not online, but there's a lot of tweaking that you can do to make the game easier for yourself to learn the game at least. So I'm not sure I agree, but I think there's more that they can do to engage new players. I think that's for sure. Or to get people interested. I think there's like the show is supposed to be simulation baseball, realistic and all that. It's not supposed to be arcade like RBI baseball. But I'd like to see like some wacky like mini games and things like that, competitive stuff like that. That's not necessarily pure simulation baseball. I'd like to see some way for them to try and like, I don't know, just focus on user input for these for online games. See, I didn't jump. I didn't jump this time because of what happened to Griffey last time. You gotta be kidding me. Let's hope he goes to second base. Yeah. Got him, that's out. But yeah, I'd like to see more range, because they kind of, you know, like Battle Royale is cool and stuff like that. Never jumper slide. Yeah, that definitely at third base, sliding never works. Just one of those games. Radamis, man, I think I'm like 3-11 when you watch streams. You've been bad luck for me, man. I was like 22-1 before you showed up. Can you please lift the curse? Don't leave, but just lift the curse. You guys ready for an 8-0 comeback in 4 innings? He's probably got full confidence as well. Whew. We're gonna make it happen, guys. At the very least, this is gonna end up as a respectable game. I'm gonna call a 9-6 loss. No, I'm gonna call a 9-6 win. Just kidding. You can't have a 9-6 win if he's already got 8 runs. 9-8 win. Who should I put in? 0 outs. We could go Frank. Let's go Robles. That was a bad move. Robles was not the right move. We're gonna cheese him. Just enough. Frank was probably a good call. You guys know I don't cheese that often, but I had to do it that time. I don't think it affected him, because 97 speed Robles. All he needed was like just a little something to catch his eye, I think. Hmm. Oh, 3-run homer. Let's see, he's throwing a couple good pitches. Now he's starting to notice I've been putting better swings on last couple batters. Not bad. Let's see what we got here. Good swing. Alright, we're in business. Let's see if we can get him to third. He's running around. Is that Babe Ruth in left field? Alright, we got a run on the board. If we can get these 2 runs in, all of a sudden we got a ball game.
Yep, that ball went out. Ball, that pitch is out.
Thank you. Oh, I just realized I put Immortal Piazza back in the 4 spot. I didn't mean to do that. Let's see if we can get a base hit, though. That would be pretty huge. Just a little bit closer to the plate. That would have been right down the line. There's a slider. Let's see what pitches he's throwing in this game. Lots of curveballs, a lot of changeups. 25 changeups. What? I don't remember him throwing that many changeups. Looking for it. Alright, we got 3 runs, guys. The comeback is on. Question is, do I have enough in my bullpen to carry me through? Drew Storen is ready to go. He's going to be coming in. He's got not much stamina. We're not in slam range yet, but Stargell right here could do something about that. Let's see, he's still throwing that changeup, even though I just hit a base hit on it. Oh, squared it up. Not bad. VR just whoops you. It whoops me too, man. Don't feel bad. I think the last 2 streams I've lost a bunch of VR games. Nice. I'll take that. Mike Schmidt's up next. Let's see how he feels about that curveball still. I think he's going to throw a curveball first pitch. No, he threw slider. Let's see if he goes change up right here. He did, but it was inside. Fastball? Could be a curveball. No, it was another changeup. Contact swing. Nice. Oh. That ball didn't even hit him. Let's go to the replay, boys. I was like, alright. The ball's going to clear his shoulder. We're good to go. That's a base hit and a run. Instead, we get that. Massive lag. I'm sure it hit him on the other end on his screen, but we were so close. As if we were about to get to slam range. Once you're within 4 runs, then it's officially a ball game. But it's cool. We got 3 innings to get 5 runs. 2 runs per inning gives us the lead. As long as we can pitch, which isn't looking good. Pools already has 3 solo home runs. Wow. I didn't even realize he's already been through the lineup 3 times. 3 freaking solo home runs. But now we got a guy with the sinker. Let's see. He pulled his hands in on a couple of those home runs. So let's see what happens here. Good pitch, though. Retro hitting challenge? I actually will. I will do retro. I will do that next game for sure. I'm going to let him go to third if he wants to. I just want to get the out.
He's out.
What? Alright, we gotta put 7 runs together. Oh, man. Drew Storen for the first time. That leadoff walk killed me. Alright, let's go to Alex Wood. Let's throw some cheese out here. The problem is, I have a pitcher coming up like 3rd next inning. So, I'm going to have to burn Alex Wood for a pinch hitter next inning. I would have liked to keep him for like a 2 to 3 inning kind of run. But I didn't have anybody else warming up. Hoffman is no longer my closer. He is not coming in the 9th.
Oh, that's low. What do you got?
Something's off with my timing. I can't tell. Yeah, I think the other monitor I was using actually has more input lag. So like these pitches would have been on the yellow. But since this one has better timing, like it's pretty much exactly when I see the ball, when I see the meter go across. So I'm just early on everything. Ooh, that's a better swing. I'm gonna refresh this. I think the chat's coming in a little slow. Let's see what we got here. Fastball. It's gonna be changeup, curveball. Changeup. Who's up? DudeFood? DudeFood's up. I could look curveball, like he's gonna hang it at some point, but his curveball just has so much movement that there's not much I can do with it. So I've just been looking changeup pretty much. A decent swing. I think I was a little bit around the ball. Alex Wood is up. We're just gonna go Dobie. Yeah, that was a decent swing actually. That's gonna be a home run sometimes. And Dobie loves hitting curveballs. For some reason, I always hit really well against curveballs with Dobie. Let's go up the middle with Chipper. That's not up the middle. Not the pitch to swing at. 6-run deficit. We needed 3 runs in each inning. Let's just go ahead and see what Hoffman can do today. Let's see if he sticks with Griffey. I mean, Greinke. He will not stick with Greinke. Welcome, welcome. Thanks for stopping by. We started out with analog hitting, going back to zone, but this dude put some smacks on the ball early in the game. He offered a friendly quit, and I accidentally did not accept. Not because I thought he was good, but I thought it was because he was bad. Because, like, there's no reason for this guy to have asked for a friendly quit. with our relatively comparable lineups. He's got basically all immortals, Mike Trout, created player, but my lineup's not half bad. You see where that pitch was? He scurred. Wants to bring in a pinch runner. Usually the cutter's been pretty bad for me, but his fastball has just been even worse. It's like no matter what I do, I'm just going to throw a home run. That's not a good pitch. Bregman on your bench. Silver Chris Davis was great when I had him. Let's see who else. On this team, Frank Thomas has been clutch, but he's just been on my bench for the most part. Griffey's had some good ABs. Pujols, I'm going to say Pujols is my number one. He has been hitting everything for me. Anytime I need a base hit or a home run, come on. Pujols has been the man. Well, if he hits a home run off of Hoffman now, the game's going to be over.
No, he's safe.
Hey, no home run. He should have tagged up from first.
He beat it. Safe.
There's the home run. Oh, that was the home run pitch. Goodness. 4 walk-offs? Shoot. That's not bad. I don't know if I might have used Bregman like once in a BR run, but generally not much. You know who was really good for me in BR last year was Seth Smith, his silver card, which is in the game this year, but it's a little bit different. Last year he had 80 power. This year he only has 60-something power. Double play? 1 and 2. He handed me that one. He was just like, alright, I'll give you this one. I want to play another inning. Let's go to right field. Right field, I said. I just traded Mark Melanson in my fantasy team. He wasn't doing much for me, but I picked up Kelvin Herrera, Pedro Strop, and Will Smith. Decent haul in return, but I had to give up like Luis Robert, who's a future superstar, but he's quite a ways away from the major leagues, so I was okay with it. And I gave up Byron Buxton as well, who's still in the minors. Ooh. Yeah, I mean, there's definitely guys like that, and honestly, you probably should just stick with those guys. Like, if you're just running... Finally! If you're running like silvers and golds that just hit really well for you, just stick with them, because it's not worth like grinding for an Immortal Piazza who can't hit anything. Like, they're still dangerous, but like it just feels surprising when Immortal Piazza does anything for me. Whereas like I'll use like Silver Chris Davis in Battle Royale and events especially, and they just kill it for me. And I had them on my bench on my ranked seasons team for a long time as well, and they don't compare statistics wise to the other guys, but results wise a lot of times they exceed expectations. Sometimes it's just a difference of like defense. Let's go contact swing.
We got full
Back to
count.
normal swing. I think I squared that ball up, but nothing to show for it. Might have been just underneath it. I can't pick up the splitter on this monitor. The monitor has some tilt, and anything moving downwards, if I'm not looking for it, it's gonna kill me.
Ball.
What else are you guys up to? Who's at work right now? First of all. Not looking good. We gotta get 7 runs. We gotta bat around the order a bit, pretty much. Another question for you guys is just trying to BR. That's fun.
Nope. That's inside.
I like facing the lower level pitchers in BR. You just get 1 or 2 guys that can mash, and then the bronze pitchers come in, you kill them.
No, that's down.
Your first baseman to 89 overall. Massive hitting stance. You've been hitting for 159, 155. The good thing about creative players is that you can change your stance at any time. So if he's not hitting well, all you gotta do is change the stance.
Ball 4.
Chilling, that's good. I should do a mound visit. Bad pitch. Good pitch.
I got the count 0-2.
Yeah, if you just change the batting stance, that's what I usually do. If I'm not doing what I want to be doing with a certain hitter, with my creative player, with a certain stance, I just change up the batting stance. Or if I'm in a slump even. Like even if I was hitting really well and then just go into a slump, I'll change it up. I try to go based off of like let's say you have a switch hitter as your created player. I try to keep it so that it's a stance of someone who hits the opposite handedness better than like same handed. So for instance, if I was doing a switch hitter, come on. If I'm doing a switch hitter, I would do like Cal Ripken is somebody who hits better against the opposite-handed pitcher. So I would consider using Cal Ripken as the switch hitter. But if I was doing righty-righty, then I want to do someone who faces righties better, obviously. There's only 1 inning that I didn't give up a run. My ERA's got to be like 20 now.
Counts 1-0.
What is that? That's as much as I can hope for from Hoffman. Is it worth grinding creative players? Yes, absolutely. A lot of it is because of the stances, but because of equipment, a lot of the guys can end up being, you know, what was I going to say? They show up as like 89 overall, but with equipment they're going to be like 95 to something above that. Some of them can probably get up to 99. Cap is an immortal. They definitely play like immortals. Whether or not like the stats match it up, like you're not going to have 125s on both sides, but you can get like 110 power contact, but they definitely play, they definitely max out. So yes, I would agree with Flatwoods that Cap is basically an immortal. Don't let the 89 overall fool you. 6'10" switch hitter. I would make him a little shorter. The strike zone does increase, and depending on their height. So I like to keep it average height, because I tried to do at one point like a creative player that was really short, or a road to the show player that was really short, and it would mess up my strike zone. So like if I had the small strike zone, then the next batter had a bigger strike zone, and it would just throw me off completely. Sometimes the big strike zone for the tall hitters can be tough as well. Oh man, you got a plus 54. I got minus 40. That was the wackiest game ever. I want to find out where that guy is. How do I see his... universal profile? I can't. Alright, guys. We're going to pretend like that never happened. And question for you. We got an opponent. What? Question is, when... Nice. Got that win. Flatwoods, if you go 12-0, I'm gonna be so mad. In fact, I'm gonna make you... What the heck? You're gonna have to take over this channel if you go 12-0. The warm-up game. I played a game on Rookie before that. Alright, we got a bronze pitcher. If he asks for a friendly quit, I'm not gonna accept. You'll go 1 and 2. Let's hope not. We're all rooting for you. I'm pretty sure I went 0 and 2 last week, so it happens. I don't know if I'm really feeling the Schwarber stance for my created player. For some reason it just doesn't look as good, since he's not as fat as Schwarber. Schwarber did lose some weight, but he's still pretty big. And it just doesn't look right, I think. Am I going to retro? Yes, I am, sir. We are staying with zone, but we're going to go to retro. I was playing retro a couple weeks ago, and on this monitor, it's actually really nice, because it's got like a tilted screen. He's going to ask for a friendly quit, and I'm going to say no. He's not going to ask for a friendly quit. This guy's got some balls. Retro is this this camera angle that I'm using. Wow, I cannot pick up the timing on that. Seeing low pitches, you're right, it does. The reason is because you got that tilt. And this is what I was talking about in the reduced pop-ups video, is that when you sit eye level with the bottom of the strike zone, you see the low pitches way better. So that's basically what we're achieving with the retro view. But I'm still swinging at everything, so this guy's just gonna make me okay. Are we playing Big Baller Brand? Do you think he has a created player called LeVar Ball? I'm pretty sure I've played a few guys like that this year. Okay, so the question I was going to ask before, BRB, okay. The question I was going to ask before was, what game should I play after MLB season is over? Because there's going to be a period of time for about 4 months probably, from November, December, January, February maybe, where there's not going to be as much MLB hype going on. So I want to play another game, and I was going to ask what you guys would be interested in watching. And if the answer is Madden, I don't know about that. RBI baseball? How much is it? I thought it was on Xbox.
Outside, that's all.
Or is it on everything?
Oh, that's inside.
I feel like RBI baseball would get really repetitive, wouldn't it? Is there an online scene for RBI baseball? Do you know? I'm not sure if you... I think you were joking, but I am interested to know. Because I've been thinking about getting it, but I just don't know. Don't know if it's worth it. You can play online? That's interesting. I was thinking of doing Spider-Man, the new Spider-Man game that's coming out. But it's going to be like a different feel. So the thing about when I stream MLB is that I'm here to help you guys out and give tips and gameplay advice and stuff. But obviously I can't do that in another game, which I don't have that kind of knowledge about. And like Spider-Man, like if you play an RPG, you don't need tips for competitive play, because there's no competitive play like that. But there's no other game which I'm at this level of when it comes to online play, so I'm not sure. Single video. I see. Yeah, I want to get your guys' opinion on it, because I don't want to just start streaming another game and then like nobody cares. I mean, I could theoretically just keep doing MLB and just do less of it during the off season. Review on the game. I could do that, like a review series. I could just go to like Redbox or something and pick up a game every week, do a review or a playthrough or something. That might be fun. But let's say I stick with MLB. What would you want to see moving forward as well? Because I've just been doing like ranked seasons, playing with you guys as well, which we're going to be doing a lot of this week. But yeah, I don't know. That's kind of in the future. That's like months away, but I'm just thinking about it. That last guy was crushing everything, man. 95% of my games have been like this. Just throw pitches on the corner and you're not going to get hurt, but for some reason, that guy, he hit everything.
That ball's foul.
Wait, which game?
Nope.
For
That's inside.
Spider-Man? If that's the case, I might have to pre-order it right now.
Balls, one strike.
You talking about RBI? Yeah, for sure. Thanks for stopping by, man. I'm going to be streaming for like the next 10 days or so. Hopefully get a couple of good videos out. RBI, okay. Yeah. But I'll be here afternoons, probably around the same time, but I'll let you know. Thanks for stopping by. Not getting much going with this retro view today. I think tonight I'm gonna have to go back and just grind out some practice. Swings haven't been good, pitching hasn't been good. I need to put some time into the cage. Drop. Oh. Good swing from Latos. Got all of the ball. Let me know if you guys have suggestions for videos this week. I know I can't remember who asked, but somebody wanted a hitting clutch video with two outs, trying to drive in runs. So I'm gonna try to work on that video. I have a couple other ones that are hopefully both gonna come out this week or next week, and then I'll have some more videos after that as well. What's good, JB Jiggy? How's it going? Everybody just dipped. It's been a very poor stream so far. The first game I lost 14-5. Things are good, things are good. Man, the last guy, he was just hitting everything. I'm still shaken from that game. This hitting view is horrendous. Yeah, we were doing challenge mode. First game I was playing on analog hitting, and this game we're doing retro hitting view.
1 ball, 2 strikes, count.
So we're messing around. We're playing ranked seasons, but not with the regular settings. Welcome back, Flatwoods. That guy's, oh, he's dancing at first base. Definitely threw me off. I was hoping he would just steal and I could throw him out. Basically, I think I'm just going to stick with this hitting view until the 9th inning, or whenever is a realistic time for me to need to try to come back in the game if he does put some runs up. But otherwise, we're just going to stick with the hitting view. Hopefully we can get a swing here or there. Got to work on your swing timing online. Challenge of the week is great. You're early on everything? Do you play like Legend on practice mode or something? 'Cause I've heard from other people that if they're practicing a lot on Legend, just try to hit fastballs, but then they come back to ranked seasons, and then all of a sudden they're pulling everything foul. Sometimes it's easier just to like go on Legend on practice mode, but then try to hit the ball the other way. Helps the timing a little bit. Slow gameplay online. Maybe. I think on Hall of Fame, the fastball timing's pretty good. It's not too fast, not too slow. Ooh. That was hittable. There's no depth perception on this hitting view. What? 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 I didn't check my ERA after last game, but it had to be way up there. I've only played about 10 games this season. You at work, JB Jiggy?
Oh, that's low. Well, you're in trouble after playing a ball behind this guy. 0-2. That was
It's 3:42 Central Time. I think last time you were coming home from work around 4:30. No, just finished. Yeah, I was gonna say I was just finishing up around this time. I think last week when you stopped by. Nice, nice. Where do you work? New York. Yeah, I figured most people are on Eastern time for whatever reason. Whenever I run into someone playing the show, 90% of the time they're Eastern time. Nice.
counts 1-0.
When I was younger, I wanted to be a construction worker. All the stuff I wanted to do when I was younger are it was all like, I don't know, manual labor stuff. It's just kind of funny. Yeah. What kind of stuff do you do? Is it construction working, or is it like project management or whatever? I'm just too small for manual labor. Like, there are jobs, like, I don't know, I'd still be down for it. Like, what's it called? There's like random stuff, like, I'm totally scatterbrained. Dude, too small. Yeah, man. I'm like 5'6", 140. Can barely bench the bar. Interior renovations, do it all. Nice, nice. Yeah, like that kind of stuff, like interiors and like fixing like, I don't know, woodwork and stuff. I was always really interested in that. But then I got, I don't know, then I got scared of like chopping off my finger and stuff. So then I was less interested in it. I was like, I saw a magazine one time of like a construction dude who like passed out and got impaled by something. And then it just scarred me for life. Size of the fight of the dog. In the dog. True. But size of the fight doesn't help me carry 110 pounds on my back. Yeah, you got that natural size. You could do that if you wanted. For some reason, I also wanted to be a crossing guard when I was little. That one I just have no answer for. I don't know why. Probably had to do with something I saw on TV when I was really little. But apparently I wrote it in like an assignment in like kindergarten or something. And then we came across it a few years ago. It still confuses me to this day. 5'6"? Yeah, 5'6". The more you think of that stuff, the more likely it is to happen. I would say that's probably true. Self-fulfilling prophecy. Alright, see you, man. Have a good evening. I'll be back tomorrow as well. Gonna be streaming for about 10 days straight. Peace. If you come back, if you come home, and you have some free time, I'll still be on. I'll be on for a few hours. The good news is we're pitching. I'm only giving up one hit. Bad news is we're not hitting. Swinging and everything. That's fine. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. Good pitch. No depth perception on this view. Let's see if we can get something going here. I really thought I was going to come back in that last game. This angle gives you a headache. It's so weird too because like it's not just so far away, it's also off center. Like it's so much to the bottom of the screen for no reason. I'd like to see one even lower, like a strike zone low. That would be really cool. There's a swing. I don't know if it's quite deep enough to get over his head, but not bad. It was a good pitch too. Just need one good swing with Pujols. He's the man. He can get the job done. I think he's going yard right here. It was a good swing, but over his head? Oh, man. Why couldn't he make that play? Was that Nelson Cruz? He's playing right field. Yeah, Nelson Cruz. Why couldn't he make that play against the Cardinals in whatever that was? 2011? When he was on the Rangers? I actually loved the Rangers at the time. The Rangers and the Rockies were my next two teams after the White Sox. I was so disappointed after that. It opened up the David Freese home run. That was stupid. Almost made it back. Let's see if he wants to go for a pinch hitter. He does. Okay. Braves to Reds. Ooh. Why the Reds? You'd love to get Griffey. Oh, I thought he missed the tag. Okay. Closest team to you. Okay. Did you do the 400 at-bats with... Okay, I was going to say, I thought you were still in Kentucky, but Northern Kentucky, that makes sense. What? How did he... He never throws anybody out, but he throws out Robles? Goofy. Did you do those 400 at-bats with Griffey already? Those are annoying, because, like... The cards that you have for Griffey just never align with any of the immortal grinds that you're trying to do, or the career arcs, I mean. So it's really frustrating. That took an extra bit of time for me. Because I used the silver right field Griffey for the most of it. If it stays 0-0, I'm just going to keep rolling with this retro view until the 9th inning. I might change up his hands a little bit. Just doesn't feel right. Gonna finish Vlad next week. Nice, nice. Who's playing third and short for you? Beltre? Let's see what we got. Josh Hader's too good. Beltre third base, shortstop Schmidt. Probably a good move. How has Beltre been for you against left-handed pitching? Cap second base. Okay. Are you gonna get that Matt Carpenter card? Bagwell at first. Is he 98 overall? I've heard good things about him. Not good versus lefties. I know his ratings aren't good versus lefties, but I thought he was still, like, I don't know, since it's the lefty-righty matchup, I figured he'd still be able to get some good wood on the ball. No, the Carpenter, yes, Bags 98, gotcha. Alright, he got his leadoff guy on again. Let's see if he tries to steal. He's been trying to steal with these guys that are like 60-something overall. Tag him, please, thank you. He wasn't moving after he caught the ball. I was trying to chase him down, but he just stayed standing there. I don't think I even picked him off, actually. I think he started running after I threw the ball to first base. Yeah, he started going back to the bag, but then started trying to steal right after that. I don't know what he was doing. Maybe he was holding on to L2 and then it just made him go as soon as he let go of the trigger. Oh boy. Alright, we're going to zone next inning. Bad pitch. Dumb pitch. Not just bad. High and away fastballs will always get hit hard. When they're in the zone. If you throw it a little bit off the plate, then you can catch them leaning sometimes, and that's nice, but if it's on the plate, it's going to be hit. I'm grinding out a new cap at second base. He's at like silver 78, so I still have like 4 or 5 more cards to go with him. It's gonna take a while, but what are we doing? Retro's going to strike zone. Oh my god, this bullpen. There we go. You have a bunch of pitchers, go to the highest rank, but not liking the Sutton. Okay. Yeah, the Sutton's nice because he's got control and movement. Let's hope so. If I don't swing at those pitches, I got this. Yeah, sometimes I abuse the screwball and it throws me off because it just hangs a lot of times, but his sinker is low-key really nice. Even though it's his like R1 pitch, and usually it's hard to pitch with the R1 pitches. But for him, he just has control of that pitch really nice. Is this Edwin Diaz? Yes, it is. Ah. Hanging slider. Nope. Oh. How's the Battle Royale run going for you? Still playing? I'm gonna save Dobie for a guy that has a curveball. Stop playing. Cool, cool. There we go. What the heck? If I swung a little early, it probably would have been gone. Let's just hope we don't give up 7 runs in this inning. Who's coming up next? I got Pujols, Griffey, Food, Stargell, Schmidt. That's actually a hittable pitch. How are the Braves doing?
I got to count 1 and 2.
White Sox have won 5 wins in a row. Not bad. They swept the Rays. That was the first sweep they've had since last year in the summer. And this was the first road sweep since 2 years ago. I might lose this game. Who's in first place in the division? Wait, who's in their division? Is it the Nationals? Phillies. Dang. I guess that's the biggest turnaround for any division this year. The Braves and the Phillies both coming back. It sucks that it happened to both you guys at the same time. Like, I think both teams were like, yeah, let's try to go for the wild card, and we just have to compete with the Nationals. But instead, you have to face off with each other. Coming off of rebuilds. Would I prefer Sale or Kershaw in real life or in the game? I would say Sale. In real life, I mean, Sale's been pretty good. Definitely better than Kershaw this year, I think. But Kershaw has been top-notch. In the game, I'd say probably Sale as well. Depends on what you're trying to accomplish. I think Sale is better for facing people that swing early in the count, and Kershaw's better for guys late in the count, because I think that this year curveball slider is a great strikeout combination, but the two-seamer that Chris Sale throws is good for early count contact. The one time I wanted it to hit him. Dude. I haven't been this frustrated with this game in a long time. It's not even the game's fault, it's just me. I guess challenge mode isn't working for me. Gotta look outside. Oh, goodness. My rule is usually that if I lose 2 games in a row, I don't play anymore. But let's try to get one more game in. See what happens. Why do I do challenge mode? I was not raking, actually. The last time I streamed on Friday, I think I lost 2 or 3 games in a row. Let's look at my game history. That'll be telling. Lost. What is that? Play core? What is play core? Lost. These 2 were all like on stream with some of the chat members, but then this game I lost. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm on a 6-game losing streak. That's why. I haven't won since last Thursday. But challenge mode is over. We're going real this time. I also changed my monitor, so I figured I wasn't going to play well, because that other monitor was crapping out a little bit. So yeah, I decided to back off of it. Just have some fun. Because, like, I know I can get to World Series at some point, and we've got the whole month, so figured to have some fun with it and then just grind for it at the end. But challenge mode is officially over. It's not working for me at all. I don't like it. That's better. World Series. Yeah. It's fun getting there. Takes a lot of time. Bob Gibson, first time I'm using him online, I think. But even you're over 500. It's pretty good. You say you got a chance to try the practice routine yesterday? Because I don't think you're that far from doing well. New start, nice. Was not a good at bat from this guy. Let's hope he just swings like that all game. Every day you get on, you try the practice mode. That's good. That's all you need. I'd say within like 2 weeks, you'll start seeing your batting average go up to at least like 230. Much better at bat from this guy this time. He just missed a fastball down the middle, that's all. Like if you can get your batting average to 230 and increase your slugging a little bit, I think like your team's already good enough and is going to be good enough for the rest of the year. All you need is to get to 230, slug like, I don't know, 480, and you're going to get all the way through like 700 pretty easy. The timing was just early, or was that swing timing? There we go. Strikeout combo of the slider and curveball is pretty good. He's got 40 home runs and 64 RBIs, which means only 24 of those RBIs came outside of his own run scoring on home runs, and a lot of them are probably on just runners on base when he hits home runs. "26 wins to advance the Granky." You could do that in like Conquest, right? How long would that take? 4 games an hour, maybe. 4 to 6. It'd be like 7 hours. That is a long time. There we go. Stay fair, please. That was quick. Thought it had to be DD. It is. Yeah, you can use Conquest. Conquest still counts as Diamond Dynasty. Absolutely. I'm trying to get this Bell card. I got 10 hits, 16 hits, 105 hits, 104 hits left. Yeah. If you're trying to do pitching stance, absolutely. Getting wins, it's a little bit harder to get strikeouts for starting pitchers and things like that. But getting saves and holds, holds, wins, those are all great by doing Conquest. But don't try to like work the map or anything. Just try to play as many games on Rookie as you can and then restart the map basically. Or like steal fans on Rookie or something. Don't overthink that part. Still a ways away from these guys. gonna put Jack Morris back in because I am still doing that mission. Man, I'm really tired. I don't know why. I was planning on streaming for like 6 hours, but I might only go to like a couple more hours maybe. Trade proposal. What is this? Addison Russell, James Nelson, David Price. No way. Matt Chapman and Frankie Cordero. Alright, tell me what you think of this trade in a second. This guy wants to give me Addison Russell, James Nelson. I don't know if that's Jimmy Nelson from the Brewers or somebody else. But James Nelson, David Price, Lucas Giolito. And I trade away Ulysse Chassin, DL Hall, who's in the minors, and then Matt Chapman, and then Franchi Cordero. I have Trevor Story as my shortstop, so I don't need Addison Russell. My pitching staff is good enough, I think. I don't know if I need David Price. Lucas Giolito's on and off right now. And I don't like having White Sox pitchers in my team. Yeah, I don't think that's a good trade at all. Because this guy's trying to rebuild, so he's giving away his players, but it just doesn't fit with my team right now. There we go. There's a way to start the game. Yeah, he's trying to homer me with those, but I'm the opposite. I go anti-homer when it comes to fantasy. I just don't like having those players on my team. I just traded him Luis Robert as well, and I traded away Luis Alexander Basabe, and who's the other one I traded? It was another minor leaguer. Can't remember, but he was pretty good as well. So I picked up some of those guys knowing, like, because I know their farm system, right? So I know that eventually certain guys are going to be good, and once they get some recognition, like Basabe has a lot of, like, he's very toolsy, but he's not a polished baseball player. But he got into the Futures game this year and hit like a crazy home run. So now he's on the map for other people. So that just increased his trade value for me. So that's what I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to get the prospects in the organization that eventually will get some shine, and then trade him for some good players. Because I ended up getting Calvin Herrera, Will Smith, and Pedro Strop. We're all pitching pretty decent. And I needed relief pitching. So it wasn't necessarily the smartest trade long term, but I figured it was going to help me short term. Dynasty League, yeah. We've got there we go. I think it's 14 teams. I did not get any of that ball. Oh. On fire. Swings are starting to feel good. Starting to feel good. This guy's throwing a lot of strikes, though. Too many strikes. gonna go decline this trade. I don't know if you're interested in the league, but occasionally people drop out and stuff like that. So if you ever wanted to, I could probably ask them if there's an available spot. I just can't remember if there's an available one right now. Yeah? Nice. I will definitely ask them. I think it's like $7 per year. There's no prize league. It's not a prize league or anything. It's just for fun. So there's no prize pool or anything, but you do have to pay for service fees on Fantrax. It's not ESPN or anything. Just so you know. It's fun though. Communications are on the Discord app. Yeah, I think some of the games that I've been playing recently, it's just been like, those kind of players are the ones that usually quit early on, but I haven't been getting it hot at the beginning of games for them to actually quit. So then I end up playing through the full game and then fall apart at the end with stupid pitching like Hoffman. Hoffman's officially done for me. He's still going to be in my rotation, in my bullpen, but he's no longer the closer. Who's my pitcher? Is it Jack Morris? Good fastball. Let's go contact swing. Three in a row down the middle.
The count is 1 and 2.
Hittable. Let's get some more light in this room. It's a little cloudy today. Quite gloomy.
Count's 1 and 0.
Bruh. Okay. Okay. Not okay. That ball looked like it cleared the wall. And then it just shot straight down. You thought it was gone too. Definitely looked like it was going to be gone. He's been trying to hit that outside corner. I think he's going to go fastball out there. Nope. Noodle arm. If that dude had speed, he might have been able to score from second base. All right, Nelson Cruz. He's been giving me trouble. Not this time though. I think they fixed some of those catcher animations. They've been a lot quicker recently.
All one's the count. Hey, one of your better pitches is a straight changeup. You can't be afraid to throw
1 and 1.
any count and at any time. And hey, first pitch, they're going to take it for strike one. They're going to give it to you. Go ahead and throw it.
Ooh, Gary Sanchez usually hits that pitch. I've had a lot of trouble against Gary Sanchez. I always try to bring in the lefty against him because, like, his splits are better against righties, but for some reason, that lefty-righty matchup, his swing just kills it. That's not a good pitch. Ugh. How the game's been going? Last guy, he quit as I was hitting a home run in the first inning. He's like, he saw the Immortals, he had like bronze or something going on, and he quit. But the dude before that, I was playing like all gold, and I was with the retro challenge mode, and I ended up losing 2-1. I went back to zone for the last 2 innings, but I still managed to lose. So last game finally broke the 8-game or 6-game losing streak, whatever it was, and hit a couple home runs early in this game, so starting to get back. All right, we'll see you in a few. Look at that swing. Oh wow. I'm using power swing. Oh man, jammed myself. I always get I don't know what to call it, but I always think those low pitches for Chipper are gonna get smacked because he can't hit those pitches just off the plate inside for power especially, but other times it jams me as expected. What? Let's see what we can do here. Wow. That's a bomb. Absolutely right down the middle. How is that just late? There's certain guys at certain times where if you throw less effectiveness, I feel like it's harder to control for some reason. Just a mental thing. And then other times if I use more effectiveness, I control better, or am better at getting to the yellow bar. I don't know why that is. I don't know if it's even true, but that's just how it feels sometimes. There's a pitch, finally. I've been tracking the meter back and forth with my eyes. I think that's another problem. I think I was talking about it last time, where if I'm looking at just the yellow bar, it makes it a little easier for me to actually put it back on that line. But I haven't been doing that recently properly. Knuckleball. Fantastic. We're about to score 12 runs. I absolutely love facing Negro. Three low knuckleballs. Alright. We're gonna have to take a few of these, but if he keeps throwing it up there, it's gonna get hit pretty hard. What do you think? Can Mike Schmidt take one out to right field? I think that hit off of his face. I'm gonna move this monitor back a little bit. There we go. Duke Schneider missed a home run by about 2 inches last time. It was a smacked line drive to right field and just hit the top of the wall. Just like that, except fair and off the wall. Mike Schmidt stealing second base. Interesting. Interesting notion. He can make it to third, though. Noodle arm for Charlie Blackman. I'm going to take those bases. Piazza and then the pitcher's coming up next. He should be walking him, but I don't know if he will recognize. Hittable. Should have swung. Freaking Piazza, man. This guy's bogus. What's up, Farrell? Do I have Fortnite? I have it on PC, and every time I pick it up on PlayStation, I end up... oh yeah, it's what's up, though. Same dude. Every time I pick it up on PS4, I end up deleting it, because I hate it. How's it been going for you, Radamis? Are you the ranked seasons champion yet? Not only am I bad at Fortnite, but even when I do well, it's just me running around, not being able to find anybody for 20 minutes, and then end up being one of the last 10 guys. But I don't know. I play a little bit and then I come back. Do I want to play duos? The question is, do I want to download it again? Doing fine. That's good. I don't know. That's the main question. Do I want to download it again? Because I have a couple of games. You Can Carry Me. That's even worse. I will say this, if I ever do download it again, we can definitely play duos. But at this time, I don't know if I want to do that. Come on. That was my own fault. If I lose this game, the stream is over. I've already lost 2. And if I lose 2 games in a row, that's usually when I stop playing. So I've already gone past that. But the first 2 was challenge mode, so it's like whatever. The first game I genuinely lost. Second game, I probably would have won if I wasn't using retro. Goodness, man. I cannot pitch today. Can't do anything. How many times have you won? What's up, though? How many wins do you have? The thing is, I just don't know if I appreciate the strategy of Fortnite, or if I enjoy it at all. Like the whole building thing, and then shotgunning. For some reason, the snipers are really slow, like slow-moving projectiles. It's just not enjoyable for me. And I got the Black Ops 3 that was free on PlayStation Store. But for some reason there's jetpacks and stuff, I guess because it's Black Ops. But the online play for Black Ops is just so annoying. I was hoping for like a Call of Duty game, like standard. You know, you have to run around, you don't get to wall ride and stuff like that. But Black Ops is a little different, I guess. Wasn't anticipating that, but Titanfall has been really fun. Even though that has wall riding and all that stuff, like I expected that. And then you get the Titans. Call of Duty is a disgrace. I never played the old ones. There's a swing. I usually have good swings on Necro. Usually not much to show for it, but usually good swings on him. Oh man. What was my first Call of Duty? Black Ops 3. I never played Call of Duty. I might have played whatever the first Zombies game was. I mean, I've played like very, very sporadically, like once every couple of years or something like that with my friends. But I had strict parents. Or have strict parents, I guess. They're not as strict as they used to be. But when I was younger, like, they wouldn't let me play rated M games and whatnot. So even though all my friends were playing Black Ops and Call of Duty, I would be the kid at the party who was, like, not allowed to play it. It was really stupid. Welcome back, Dan. Thanks for coming back. We finally started putting some swings on the last couple of games, but the games before that were pretty brutal. Let's see if he keeps Necro in. He is going to keep Necro in. He's not going to keep Necro in. That was a wild ride. Up and down of emotions. He's not going to... He is going to... This guy needs to make up his mind. He's going to keep Necro in. Alright, I'm going to pitch now. Thank you. Personally, I mean, Necro is kind of cheese, it is kind of cheese, but at the same time, there's so much RNG involved in it that, like, it's not impossible to just do something about it. Have I ever met any other YouTubers? I have a good friend. Well, not a good friend. But we see each other like once in a while. And he was really big in 2K. He had like 300k subs and stuff. Not enormous, but like he was pretty big. It's kind of one of the reasons I got into YouTube, just like seeing what he was doing and things like that. Stay fair, no. Sub the Gamer if you know who he is. He's kind of local, I think. Other YouTubers other than that, though, I don't believe I have met. No, I'm gonna say no. Probably not. Is he gonna walk me? Okay. Like if he walked me, that would be fine. I'd be fine with it, but he would then have to face Chipper with a runner on base if he got the pitcher out. So that was probably the move, the right move there. Jack Morris is still in the game. He's gonna stay in the game. I could use some complete games right now. I think Edwin Encarnacion's going to be coming up in this inning. Yeah, he's up first. He's one guy that had a really good swing against me. Corey Seager also right down the middle. Do I play sports? I play basketball and I play baseball. Well, I played baseball until high school. And I played basketball, like pickup games in the gym and stuff. And I played tennis for high school when I didn't make the baseball team. That's pretty much it. We played a lot of football when I was younger. Just pickup football, street football. Not official for the team or anything like that. But, I mean, I'm pretty athletic. I'm just small. What position did I play? I didn't play high level, so I was playing rec league most of my life. So I was usually shortstop, catcher. When I was younger, I was a really good outfielder, so I used to play center field. But I played on some really crappy teams, so I ended up playing shortstop even though I wasn't that good. I was pretty athletic, but I was probably better suited for the outfield. But the teams that we had necessitated that I play shortstop and catcher. Catcher, I was decent. I didn't have good fundamentals, but I had some natural skills there. I threw a nasty splitter as well. I used to pitch a little bit, and I usually threw my splitter for a strike, so it would hang up towards the person's face, and then they'd kind of lay off of it, and then it would just drop over the middle of the plate. But I couldn't locate for crap. There's a bomb. Catchers, where's that? Yeah, it's fun. I love playing catcher. I didn't get to for a long time because my dad was really protective and thought it was too dangerous, but it was. I mean, there was one time, like, we had a really good pitcher when I was in, like, 8th grade or something. He was throwing 80 plus. And one time I had my hand in my glove. Like, my glove was there, and I had my hand in here. And I was looking at the coach for the sign. So I was looking to see what pitch he wanted me to call. My hand was still in there, and the dude didn't realize that I was looking at my coach. So he threw the pitch. And he threw a perfect strike right into the glove when I wasn't looking. And it went right off my pinky finger. So my entire pinky was like purple for a couple weeks. That was fun. What type of glove did I have? I had a $20 Walmart glove. Some kind of Wilson A200 or something like that. So there was that. I recently bought, I'll grab the glove right now. Once I get to the hitting side, I'll pick up my glove. It's sitting behind me. I got the Dustin Pedroia glove recently. Not the pro style, but like it's much nicer than the ones I was using when I was actually playing. But the last couple of years I've been wanting to play like a summer league or something like that, or a Sunday league, but haven't been practicing enough. The last time I played was junior year of high school, and I was just so bad that year. Like whenever I think about it, it makes me really upset because I had been good before that. Like I definitely have the talent to have played probably up to collegiate level. Like I definitely could have played D3 collegiate talent wise. Like my practice and my effort was definitely not there. I'll be right back. Gonna grab the glove. Alright, so this is the glove that I used. Wilson. That was not intentional. Whoops. With pure analog, how do you throw the cut? You press L1, and then you can throw, I think, to basically any base, and it's just gonna go straight to whatever the cutoff is. So you press L1 and then throw it. So this is the glove I was using in high school. It's like $20, $30 Walmart glove, but it was actually decent for a long time. It's a great outfield glove because it's so comfortable and it snaps really quickly. So I really like using it for the outfield. But like I said, that last year that I played, I made so many errors at shortstop. It was honestly really embarrassing, and still sucks to think about. So I was still using that glove at the time. But I got a new glove last summer before I started coaching. I was coaching Little League last year because I didn't have time for a league while I was playing, while I was working that summer. So I got this new glove, Mizuno Dustin Pedroia style infielder's glove, which is a lot nicer. Looks like that. What's the model number? It says professional model, center pocket design, 11.5 inches. So the other one I had was a 12.5 or 12 inch, but this one's interior is a little bigger for bigger hands. So this one I really like. It's a lot more firm as well. Was that third bat? No, I batted, I think, leadoff. As I got older, I was like pretty good when I was younger. At that time, I probably could have easily made travel ball, just couldn't afford it and stuff like that. But that's when I was batting, I think, leadoff most of the time. And we had some good players at the time, because people, when we were playing Little League, it would be people were playing travel and rec league, or they were just transitioning from rec league to travel. So we had some good players. Those guys were all batting like, 3, 4, 5, but I think I batted leadoff at the time. My bat wasn't as good, but my outfielding was really good. I love playing defense. I mean, I still hit, like, there was one year that we had a really good team, and the coach was taking, like, statistics and something like that. I was batting, like, 600. but other dudes were batting like 700. So my slugging was probably the same as my batting average because I was hitting all singles. I have not hit a dinger. I only recently started, like in the last couple of years, like looking at hitting mechanics, and I realized how bad my hitting mechanics were. So then I started, you know, doing batting practice with some of my friends in some of the fields, and then I figured a couple things out, and then all of a sudden I started unlocking some power. I'm still too, I don't work out, so, which I should, but I don't have the strength to probably hit a dinger right now. I didn't bunt often, but I did once in a while. Had pretty good success with it. I was a pretty good bunter. I had some decent speed. Not amazing, but decent. I do wear batting gloves. When I don't wear batting gloves, I cut up my hands. I had a really stupid batting grip, or like tape on my bat, and it was really rough, so I had to use batting gloves. But I liked to do, what was it? I think I like to do right-hand batting glove, so that like the barrel around my thumb, like this part would bleed sometimes. So I like to do batting glove on that one, and then no batting glove on the left hand. Because I just felt like I could feel the bat a lot better since I wasn't like swinging for the downs. It helped me have more bat control. But my mechanics were just really terrible. I didn't really have anyone to coach me in fundamentals and things like that. So blisters can still get blisters. That sucks. Are you playing for like a school team or travel Sunday league? I don't know how old people are in the chat, so I have to ask what kind of range they are. Well, that's good. We got a win. I don't really know what happened in that game. I wasn't really paying attention. But I think we hit some home runs, and Jack Morris got a complete game, so that was nice. But honestly, like, kids in my league didn't hit home runs. Like, it just didn't happen because we were all so bad. But there was a kid that I coached last year who hit a couple dingers. I told him that if he hit a home run, then I was going to get him ice cream. But even those kids, man, they had terrible swings. They didn't listen to you. School, maybe you still have to try out? Cool. That'll be fun, man. I always wanted to play for the school team. My parents were more interested in me getting an education. I talked about it on stream one time. Like, I didn't even realize that people would put so much work into athletics and stuff. So, just didn't understand, like, how much work it took. I think if I did that work, I would have been good. Because a couple years ago, like, I'm 5'6", right? I'm short. But I was playing basketball, and I decided to put some time and effort into, like, fundamentals and learning how to shoot especially. And I got pretty good. Like, I would be draining threes over, like, 6-foot-tall dudes. Fadeaways and crazy stuff. Sure, I'll accept the friendly quit. Wait, I hit circle again. That's the second time today. This guy's probably going to put up a cool 20 runs on me. So yeah, so I'm short. But, like, I'm quick. I have athleticism. But I hadn't put the time in. So once I did put the time into basketball, I actually got to be pretty solid. It's kind of late now. It wasn't going to take me anywhere. I'm not saying I was going to be a pro or anything, or even a good high school or college player, but I think I could have made the high school team. I had enough athleticism. I don't get points for friendly quits. Yeah, I know. But if someone asks for a friendly quit immediately before we throw a pitch, I usually accept it. But if they, like, try to ask for it in the middle of the game, then absolutely not. But usually I respect it too. Sorry. I usually respect it enough to just let them get the friendly quit. Just wish I played travel ball. That would have been fun. I know it burns a lot of people out though. A lot of kids these days aren't playing rec ball. They're playing travel. Like, travel's still big time right now. People are saying baseball's dying or whatever for youth sports, but it's true that it's still popping for travel ball, but rec ball for even younger kids, it's not there anymore. The group I coached last year, when I was that age, 8th grade, 7th grade, we had 12 teams in our league. And before that, they would have 12 teams in 2 leagues for one age group. And last year, they only had 2 teams. So it went down from 12 teams to 2 teams in the span of about 7 years or something like that. If any of you guys have kids, I'm sure you're probably dealing with that right now. Either travel ball or nothing. What position do you play, Dan? Oh man, get there. Why would you stop? What are you doing? I think last time I went to, well, I've been sitting around 65 miles an hour. 65 on my fastball for quite a while. And then last time I went to try to play, what was I going to say? Last time I went to a Sox game and tried to do the speed pitch, I got up to 70, so I jumped up quite a bit. But that's like without working out or anything. So I think if I worked out, I could probably hit 85, tweak my mechanics a little bit. That would be pretty cool. It's like, I don't know, the coaches that we had were fine, but when you play at that level, they just don't coach you in mechanics and stuff like that, or they just don't know. Like, it's just a bunch of dads that are, you know, coaching for their sons. So they just don't teach the mechanics properly. Yeah, every year you have a different coach. Same here. It's like whoever's dad wanted to coach that year, and then you get drafted. I guess on travel, place you in different positions. That sucks. I mean, if you want to play utility, that's fun. That's kind of what I did. I played around the infield. I even played some first base, even though I was short. I had good hands, so I could pick the ball, which a lot of kids in that league could not do. But I was just so short, so like, even though I could pick the low throws, there were plenty of other throws that I was just not able to reach. Pitched and shortstop. That's big man right there. What level did you play, Flatwoods? Because I played some shortstop and stuff, but my league was trash. Dan says he's playing travel next year, maybe in school, maybe. Still got to try out. And then Radames, what did you play as well? Did you play when you were at community college? Were you playing for the college team? Because I go to a D3 school, and I absolutely could have played high school travel nice. If I had put the time in when I was younger, absolutely I could have been on this team. It doesn't give you scholarships or anything, but it's just a good time. Like, I don't mind going to baseball practice either. Like, wake up at 6 a.m. for a baseball practice, I might not mind that. Stop playing in high school, okay. All your friends catch, so you pitch to them. They guess my pitch speed, mostly 55, 60. Okay. There's a lot of good tutorials online now. Some of it has to do with Olympic lifting and stuff, so you have to put the work in fitness-wise. But even if you're just looking for mechanics, like you go pro baseball, and that's with John Madden. I don't know if you guys have watched it. He was a former pitcher. He threw a good slider and I think sinker. He has a good channel, both for hitting and pitching. And then Brent Porisow, I think that's how you pronounce his name. He does topvelocity.net, and he's all about like lifting like every single part of pitching, right? The physical, mental, all that kind of stuff, mechanics, weight training. But I learned a lot from his videos on pitching mechanics as well. Because that added, like, when I just tweaked a couple of things from his videos, and that added like 5 miles an hour. Throw gas for your age, nice. I wasn't sure how old you were. I didn't want to ask because I knew you were younger, and just for privacy's sake, but that's pretty good, yeah.
Count is 2 and 1. Nope, that's inside. That's ball 4.
But yeah, I don't know if you're interested in that stuff, but if you are trying to like accelerate through, and like if you're planning on like trying to go, you know, be a professional athlete, if you're already you know, top 5% at your age, and that's something you want to do, I would check out definitely Brent Porisow, because as you get older, once you're ready to start lifting and really go in, if you're interested in that, he's got a ton of stuff online. That's just, it encompasses everything that you would need to know. Get an education. Yeah, but he's if he's good at baseball, he can get that scholarship, which would be nice. If you can get a D1 scholarship through baseball, get another degree, then you're set. Sorry, you're old. You ain't that old. Nah, I mean, most college athletes don't go pro. It's very unlikely. But if you can become a college athlete, that can pay your way through a lot. Hopefully by the time you're in college, Dan, the NCAA changes their rules so it's more, you know, so it's better for college athletes that are also trying to get that education. Was he actually safe? Okay. That was a good pitch. On the corner. Oh man, I thought I had that ball. What even? Someone explain the physics on that swing. Oh shoot, playing basketball too. What kind of stuff do you do for training? Are you tall? I feel like a lot of pitchers that throw hard in youth baseball are also tall, so that would make sense. Yeah, the training for baseball and training for basketball is completely different. Even weight training. So I'm really interested in player development. I was talking to a dude off of LinkedIn about getting into the sports industry and player development and all that kind of stuff. I'm not sure that my education will take me there, but that would be cool. To go pro, but you're talking like even minor leagues, right? At least in this game, minor leaguers make 60 to 70K minimum, right? When you're doing like a franchise mode or something. I don't know if that's true in real baseball though, because there have been stories like I've read of dudes who still have to work like separate jobs in the summer or something, where if you're making 60K in a year, I wouldn't imagine most people would have to make that much money if, like, let's say their spouse is working or whatever. If they're single, like 60K is probably plenty. But I just don't know if that's actually true. My point being, like, is being a minor leaguer enough to like support you? On the shorter side, I pitch like Chapman, wind up like Kershaw, and looking like Kimbrel. So you're just a goof, huh? Ooh, that ball got through. I would imagine that looks super goofy. You're on the shorter side. Do you know who Tim Collins is? I think he had surgery. He's not very good anymore, but he was pretty good when the Royals bullpen was really nice. Tim Collins was like a short lefty. He was pretty good. That's kind of who I'm thinking of. Hopefully there were no outs. Yeah, alright, we scored 1 run. Oh, you're a righty, okay. Come on now. You threw gas flatwoods? Where'd you top out at? Actually, I think by the time Dan gets to the age of, I guess, getting to college. Wait, you said you're trying to get into a good basketball school like Duke or Wichita State, but are you trying to go pro after that? Oh, Tim Collins.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Yeah, he was good. He just got injured. He was too small. Because they're doing like cool stuff with the Gatorade League, like the D League, what it used to be. Basically the minor leagues for NBA. There's a lot more opportunity than there used to be. And, I mean, you can make money playing overseas, of course. But it is tougher. There's a lot more competition, I think. Oh, man. Get foul. Nope. You're the best pitcher on your team last year, so maybe in basketball, but not in baseball. Somebody's jamming next door. Did we give up 6 runs already? Now it might be time for Latos to go. He hasn't had a good pitching today. Blame Latos. Well, we were talking about it at the beginning of the stream, and I think Radamis was asking why I have Latos in, or someone was saying I need a good rotation. And I was saying, I was defending Latos, like, yeah, he's been really good for me. Throws that 2-seamer, so I want to keep him, but he's proven me wrong. Work your butt off to the minor leagues, gotcha. So you play point guard? I guess they stopped doing roles like that, but what's your play style is a better question. There we go. Better starting pitchers. Starting pitchers for me, like, I don't mind from the batting side just going with guys who have good ratings, but from the pitching side, to me, it's always the guys that I have the best feel with. Like, if someone's doing well, I'm just gonna keep them in there. So like Shields, Latos, they were doing well for me, but Latos not so much anymore, so he's probably gonna go. And I was also mentioning that I want to do as much of the exchanges and stuff that I can. So I want to do the exchanges, not spend stubs on pitchers just yet. But once I finish the exchanges, or the ones I want to do, then I'm definitely going to invest in some of these pitchers and stuff. High BB per 9 and control. Yeah, control's been really nice this year. You're like Curry, only 3s. 80% of your 3s. In game, you make 80% of your 3s. What the heck? That's like the 4th time I've thrown that pitch this game. That's my own fault. You like to play with your back to the basket, but that style is dead. That's true. I'm sure other players like playing with you, though. People that make back to the basket plays when you're playing pickup and stuff. Because you know that when their back is to the basket, they can see everyone on the perimeter. So they know that when you're moving around on the perimeter, like if you're trying to go, if I'm trying to run around and get an open 3, then you're going to see me because you're going to have the back to the basket, you're going to look in over your shoulder. And then if you finish, then it's even nicer. So 80% of your 3s in game? I don't think that's possible. Actually, I did play with one kid who he wasn't 80%, but he would drop like 6 or 7 3s per game when we played him. There were some kids that were ridiculous. Problem is those guys were so skinny and short, they couldn't do anything about it. Like, I don't think they ever played pro. I mean, not pro, but I don't think they ever played college ball because of their size. Curry LeBron hybrid. Use your body to get boards. More 3s, like 60 to 70%. Interesting. So you're just gonna equate yourself to the two best players in the league. Oh, this guy's quick pitching in an 8-3 game. What a bum. Just for that, I'm gonna beat him. Every time, man. That's got to be like the 12th time I've done that today. Wow. Overcompensated. We're going to have him throw to one batter, and then he's going to come out. Your sight got worse? This is twice today. When I didn't accept the friendly quit. You shoot 30 to 40 threes in a game? How does your coach let you get away with that? Are you that good? So how many points do you score? Alright, so if you score... Alright, this is going to be the real test. You shoot 30 times a game, and let's say on the low end you make 60%. 30 times 0.6, 18 times 3. So you score a minimum of 54 points a game is what you're saying. I'm calling you out. If you don't score 54 points a game, you're a liar. But if you are that good, then you are that good. I mean, if you're saying you're going to try to go to Duke and that, then I think that's probably possible. It's possible. I like how your second pick was Wichita State. I mean, yeah, they're good now. But it's still not like a prestigious basketball school. What the heck? Okay. I deserved that. I deserved a base hit on that one. Your bench. Your coach benches you every game for 3/4 of the games when you're on the court. Shuck up threes. So you're saying in one quarter, so in about 8 to 12 minutes, depending on what your league plays, that you take 30 shots in 8 minutes. Well, what happened? I wasn't looking at the game. I was trying to expose Dan for his lies. So in 8 minutes, you take 30 shots. So you take 4 shots per minute. Most teams don't even get 4 possessions in a minute. It's not too late to come back from the lie, Dan. Just digging your hole deeper, man. So you're saying that you've never played defense in your life? The thing is, I can't tell if you're having like a friendly joke or like are just a complete BSer. Because clearly the math doesn't work out. Oh god. It's a 3-run game. We could still win this. But not if we keep throwing those pitches. So either I'm just early or way late. Or just late. Bro, you're LaMelo. This is actually LaMelo Ball's account. We have the real LaMelo in the building. Are you gonna play for the JBA? That's what it sounds like, man. If you're just chucking up cherry pick threes, and if you're cherry picking threes all game, what was I gonna say? That means they're wide open, so you should be hitting more than 60%, right? If you're only hitting 60% of your wide open threes, meh. Not that I believe you. I'm just trying to think about the math going on behind this. Never lost. Boy, throw a pitch. We got lucky. Pretty sure I got that ball. But we got to put some swings on. I could have brought in a righty to pinch hit. I probably should have. Especially since it was the first batter. Well, we got Piazza now. No, you're the actual LaMelo, I think. I think you're actually legitimately LaMelo Ball. You are LaMelo Ball sitting in this chat tonight for no reason. Stay fair. 2 runs. This guy's quick pitching again. He's gonna lose. He's gonna lose if he keeps quick pitching. Hope he brings in a lefty, because then I can counteract. Oh goodness. Flatwoods, feel free to use your well. Alright, we got 1 run to go. What's my play style? Oh, I'm focused. It's on, man. Trevor Hoffman sucks. It's freaking on. How is that ball not a home run? But the last 2 were. What's my style of play when I play basketball? I shoot off the dribble. Is that what I do? Dude, I haven't played in like a year. I was early, just barely early, because it was right down the middle. It was the changeup. Pujols is the man, though. That was weird. That was a weird swing. We got Victor Robles on the bench, though. I haven't played in like a year, so I can't even remember what I do. But I'm a shooter. Defense first. When I was in... Man. Did you see the screen, like, buffer? It was after the swing, but still. There's some shady stuff. It was a good comeback. It was a dumb swing. Dumb swing. Thanks for the GG. Dude, I don't want Addison Russell. This guy keeps trying to trade me Addison Russell, and I don't want him. Yeah, I used to have like 4 steals a game when I played rec ball in high school. They used to call me Spider-Man because I would just poke in because nobody had handles. So if it was a bad point guard, I would just absolutely destroy them, steal the ball all over the place. But I couldn't dribble and I couldn't finish, so I would get the ball and try to go fast break, and I probably shot like 50% on fast breaks. It was really embarrassing. So I tried to get it at an angle so that like someone could run down the court with me, and I just pass it to them for the finish because I could not finish. But recently I learned how to shoot, so I became a good shooter. gotta go for a while. You know, I just lost that game, and I was hitting well, which is fine, but I think he took a backward shot and got benched. I believe that happened. I'll believe you on that one. I don't believe you're 60 to 70% or that other garbage that doesn't make sense in the math, but I'll believe that you took a backward shot and got benched. I'll believe that. I don't know if I'm going to be back on. I will definitely be on this week. So what's your schedule like, Flatwoods? Are you going to be available in the afternoons this week? So I'm wondering if I should do a late evening or like an early evening stream or more afternoon streams or morning streams. But I'll be on throughout the week and next week as well. But I will prioritize my schedule for streaming based on when you're available. Off today and tomorrow. Okay. So, and Thursday. Perfect. The way I did it today was fine. Okay. Sounds good. I will probably, because this is honestly like a really good time for me, starting at like 2 p.m. Central, and then if I get some more stamina, if I eat properly beforehand. I just had some pizza before, but I might break it up in the next couple days, so I'll do like a 3-hour stream, take a break for some food, and then come back. Try to do like 2 o'clock to like 8 o'clock Central Time. Alright, see you, man. I will see you soon. But I'm going to try to do like some like mega extended streams, and then also do some videos as well, because I'm just going to basically put my time into this channel. My school starts not next week, but I get this week off, next week off, and then my school starts that Tuesday. I don't have Monday classes, which is good. And I'll talk to you guys about a stream schedule for when school starts. I'm thinking it's going to be weekends, and then maybe one stream or like a video during the week or something like that. Because I share a bedroom now. I won't be down here, most likely. So it's going to be different. It's going to be different. But I'll let you guys know as we go. Any other questions? Let's see where we're at. 84 innings, not bad. I might grind for a bell the rest of the day, but I think that's going to be it for me. Might play some Overwatch or something. I'm just really disappointed about how the games went today. I'm like 3-7 in the last 10 games, so I'm just kind of bummed about that, and I need to practice a little bit to get my swing back, or my pitching back. Actually, that's going to be the main thing. But thank you guys for stopping by. I'm glad you did. Dan's got to cut down on the BS. I don't mind it. I know you're a good-hearted soul. You're not like Kevin, who was just, he was being weird. The dude was weird. I have a 5.07 ERA. Something's got to change. That's not good. Practicing home run derby offline. Yeah, there's less pressure, and it's just like, all right, have some good swings, do what you want to do. Then you're not worried about it, and then you get some good swings off. I think Flatwoods has a better record than me this season. Oh well. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go back and watch some of my videos, try to take some of my own advice, because when I play on stream, I'm really aggressive too. Friends call you the BS king. Well, at least you accept it. At least you accept it. I don't mind if it's good-hearted, if you BS. There are just some major annoying people that were also harassing people. Yeah, I'm not being patient. Exactly. I need to go back and watch that video. I actually watched a bit of it the other day. I'm extremely aggressive on stream. I mean, I scored 8 runs last game, which is fine. I didn't have the pitching today. I think my hitting was okay. It's a matter of when I get back to the World Series and stuff, start playing really good players, then I need to be more patient. I never take pitches on stream. Never do. But if I score 8 runs, it's fine. Like, taking pitches wouldn't have helped me score more runs. It was just, when I get back up to World Series, I'll have to do that. I just gotta find that balance. I'll probably try to put my controller down once in a while when I'm talking to you guys, but that's gonna conclude for today. I gotta eat something, and I will see you guys tomorrow afternoon. Peace.